Welcome to the Spy Collection. My name is Anastasios, and this time we selected another document from the alleged leaked US intelligence community documents of 2023. We cannot know if this is an authentic document or a fabricated leak, but it still contains some valuable information for anyone interested in the intelligence domain. The document was a daily intel update from the DIA to the Secretary of Defense, Chairman of the Joint Chief of Staff, from February 28th, 2023. Actually, many of the updates mentioned here as titles are separate documents that we have presented in previous episodes of this series. We have created a playlist for all of them, linked in the description, for anyone that wants to look at them. Starting from the bottom, we have the briefing items and the global highlights. The global highlights mentioned are terrorism, ISIS senior leader killed in Syria. We have a dedicated episode for that. People's Republic of China, LHA-31 completes first operational activity, and we have a video for this too. United Arab Emirates negotiating weapons repair facility with Russia. Of course, we have a dedicated episode for this as well. And on the brief items we have United Kingdom and China completing UK visions for counter-PRC policy in Indo-Pacific. Once again, we have published a video for this. Russia-Ukraine, status of the conflict as of February 28th. And lastly, Israel, pathways to providing lethal aid to Ukraine. And we have released an episode for that too. Now let's move to the primary section titled Breaking Intel in the last 24 hours, with a warning that the intel reporting is not fully analyzed or coordinated with all the different US spy agencies. And we start with Poland and Ukraine. On February 24th, the Polish Chief of Defense stated that Warsaw intends to immediately transfer 4 MiG-29 Fulcrums to Ukraine. This would be the first known transfer of fighter aircraft from a NATO member to Ukraine. Poland has 28 Fulcrums in various stages of operability, of which 16 are currently flyable. Actually, using open source reporting, we can indeed confirm that this event took place. Poland was the first NATO member that delivered such fighter jets to Ukraine, with the first one arriving on April 2, 2023 in Ukraine. Next, February 27th, Russian unmanned aircraft system developed by AO Kronstadt completed the first full test of the Sirius unmanned combat aerial vehicle at its testing center near Ryazan, southeast of Moscow. Russian officials consider the flight successful. The Sirius, also known as the Inahodej, will be capable of strike, ISR, and electronic warfare missions. Russia intended for the first flight to occur in 2021. Using open source media, we can confirm that a local resident uploaded a video of that region showing the Sirius UCAV during a possible test flight. The next update comes from China, and it says that on February 25th, China conducted a flight test of a developmental DF-27 CCS-X-24 intermediate-range ballistic missile class multi-role hypersonic glide vehicle. Preliminary analysis indicates the HGV flew for around 12 minutes and traveled approximately 2,100 kilometers. The DF-27 is designed to enhance China's ability to hold targets at risk beyond the second island chain and possess a high probability of penetrating United States ballistic missile defense. Land attack and anti-ship variants likely were fielded in limited numbers in 2022. Next, we read Iran, February 25th. Iran conducted a partially successful flight of a Zolfahar short-range ballistic missile equipped with a cluster warhead from Sadat Desert Camp in southeastern Iran. 2 of at least 7 submunitions impacted the target area at a range of approximately 570 kilometers. This may be Iran's first successful test of a Zolfahar SRBM equipped with a cluster warhead following 2 prior launches that ended in failure. And then we have terrorism. On February 26th, an airstrike killed an ACAP external operations leader, Shura Council member and media emir Hamad Al-Tamimi and his associate in Marib, Yemen. Tamimi is the second external operations leader killed since November 2022. Since at least 2016, Tamimi oversaw maritime attack operations, including the partially disrupted cell that attempted 4 attacks on Western ships off the coast of Yemen, and viewed attacking US interest as ACAP's top priority. And indeed, on March 5, 2023, news media reported that Al-Qaeda on Sunday confirmed the death of a senior figure in the extremist network's Yemen branch in a suspected US airstrike last month, SITE intelligence group reported. Security and local government sources told AFP on Wednesday Hamad bin Hamoud al-Tamimi had been killed, identifying him as a top leader of Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula, ACAP, which Washington regards as the group's most dangerous branches. Tamimi, also known as Abdelaziz al-Adnani, died in a drone strike on February 26th that targeted his residence in a war-torn Yemen's northern Marib province, according to the statement reported by SITE, which monitors extremist websites. And finally we have Israel. On February 28th, Palestinian gunmen shot and killed US-Israeli dual citizen in the West Bank near Jericho. The suspects, who were engaged by Israeli police but remain at large, also opened fire on passing vehicles earlier in the evening. Palestine Islamic Jihad lauded the attack and condoned further violence against Israeli settlers following recent rioting in Huwara, West Bank. And we can confirm this incident from open sources too, like this Wall Street Journal article from February 27, 2023, saying that a US-Israeli dual national was killed on Monday in what Israeli authorities said was a terrorist attack by Palestinian gunmen in the West Bank, the latest incident in an extended wave of deadly violence. Israel's military said that Palestinian gunmen arrived in a vehicle at a junction near the city of Jericho, fired at an Israeli vehicle, and fatally injured the victim, whose name hasn't been released. They then drove on and fired at 2 more Israeli vehicles without injuring anyone else, before setting their vehicle alight and fleeing from Israeli forces. And that concludes this episode too. A very insightful intelligence product from the DIA showing us practically how the US military leaders are kept informed of the global developments on a daily basis. A great example of things that happen daily and are almost never seen by the general public. Because of that, we should always be cautious when making conclusions on why military leaders make certain decisions, since they might have information that the general public doesn't. And that's the primary mission of spy agencies, and shows us why nothing is as it seems.